Who are the people behind Discaya? The central figures are Cesara, Fonsara, Discaya, and Pacifico and Curly Discaya Tood, a construction magnate couple who have been thrust into the spotlight for their involvement in anomalous government flood control projects. The Discaya couple, a rags to riches story. Sarah Discaya, a former domestic helper, has an alleged rags to riches story that began after returning to the Philippines and marrying Curly. Network of firms Sarah Discaya has admitted to owning at least 9 construction companies that have secured numerous government contracts. 2 of their most prominent firms are Alpha Omega and St. Timothy. Political connections. The couple's rise to prominence is allegedly tied to their connections with high-ranking officials and political clans, including the Eusebio family of Pasig. Their story is accompanied by public knowledge of their lavish lifestyle, which has attracted scrutiny, especially given their role in public works projects.
Public accountability. The public is calling for accountability not only from the contractors, but also from the powerful politicians and officials who allegedly received kickbacks. The president has ordered investigations and suspended funding for flood control projects, reflecting the seriousness of the issue. Based on recent news reports in September 2025, Senators Jinggoy Estrada and Joel Villanueva have been implicated in an alleged kickback scheme involving flood control projects in Bulacan. These accusations were made by Bryce Erickson Hernandez, a former assistant district engineer of the Department of Public Works and Highways in Bulacan, during a House of Representatives committee hearing. Key allegations and denials. Hernandez claimed that Senators Estrada and Villanueva received a 30% commission, referred to as SOP or kickbacks, from flood control projects in Bulacan. He alleged that Senator Estrada funneled $355 million worth of projects to Hagonoy and Malolos in 2025. Hernandez further claimed that Senator Villanueva allocated $600 million for projects in Balagtas, Bulacan, in 2023. According to Hernandez, the funds for these projects were delivered to Senator Villanueva's residence in Boco by Construction Section Chief J.P. Mendoza and District Engineer Henry Alcantara. Both Senators Estrada and Villanueva have strongly denied the allegations. Senator Estrada, who was previously linked to the pork barrel scam, has emphasized his previous acquittal in cases related to it. Implicated individuals. The Discayas have made allegations that implicate a wide network of officials, primarily from the Department of Public Works and Highways in Congress. Lawmakers. The Discayas allege that lawmakers, including House Speaker Martin Romualdez, demanded kickbacks ranging from 10% to 25% of the contract value. However, the lawmakers named have denied the allegations. DPWH officials. The Discayas have also implicated DPWH officials in Bulacan, who they claim used their licenses for ghost projects. The DPWH has since filed charges against several of these officials, including a cashier. Other contractors. The Discayas are part of a larger investigation involving other contractors linked to the anomalies, including Wawa Builders and SYMS Construction. What is the Canal Ghost Project, and what you see in it? The scandal, which involves canal ghost projects, refers to non-existent, substandard, or overpriced infrastructure projects, mainly related to flood control. The Discaya family's firms are alleged to be at the center of this web of corruption. What you see in the scandal? Widespread corruption. The flood control anomaly is seen as systemic, with investigations revealing a pattern of collusion between contractors and government officials. It mirrors past scandals like the pork barrel scam involving Janet Limnapoles. Erosion of public trust. The scandal has triggered widespread public outrage and street protests, as citizens feel the consequences of floods while seeing billions of pesos being funneled into ghost projects. Manipulation of the system. Investigators have uncovered tactics like multiple bidding, where Discaya-linked firms bid against each other to influence outcomes and inflate costs through variation orders. A broken system. The Discaya case highlights long-standing issues within government procurement and oversight. It exposes how political power can protect corruption and undermine regulatory bodies, like the Philippine Contractors Accreditation Board.
Estrada's legal history. This is not the first time Senator Estrada has faced corruption allegations. He was previously acquitted of plunder but convicted of bribery in the pork barrel scam. However, the Sandigan Bayan reversed this bribery conviction in August 2024. Villanueva's previous links, Senator Villanueva, who served as a party list representative, was also previously linked to the pork barrel scam and was ordered dismissed by the Ombudsman in 2016 for alleged corruption related to his pork barrel. Wider investigation. These allegations are part of a broader investigation into corruption in flood control projects, which has also implicated other government officials, lawmakers, and contractors. Latest developments: September 2025, Hernandez testified under oath before the House of Representatives Infrastructure Committee. The Senate cited Hernandez in contempt and, after a debate about his custody, ordered his transfer to Pasay City Jail. The Senate debate about Hernandez's custody reportedly involved Senate President Vicente Soto III accommodating a request from House Speaker Martin Romualdez, who cited alleged threats to Hernandez's life. It is important to note that these are allegations, and the legal process is ongoing. The outcome of the investigations and any potential charges will determine the full extent of responsibility in this case.